Hi, everybody. Welcome back once again to Let's Not Talk About the Husband, which is me. Let's not talk about me, but maybe we're gonna. What's happening?
Hi.
Lisa, what's going on?
Oh, gee, hi, Harry.
Hi.
Somebody pointed out recently, they were like, you know that about him. You're just pretending to hear it for the first time.
What about me?
Like
about me?
on the podcast, you were telling a story and somebody was like, you were married to him. How would you not know that? And I was like, well,
But
I don't know
what?
everything
What are we talking
about you. It's just a random thing.
But what thing?
I don't remember that part of it, but I just remember somebody saying, how could
that's
you
the
not
meat
know
of the
that?
matter. What it is that you did know about me. I mean, you don't remember the meat of the matter, but you remember the
I'm an
idea
actor.
about it?
I can act like it's the first time I'm hearing things, you guys. I'm married to you. I know
like
a
your
lot
hat,
of things.
by the way. It's cute.
Thank you. Ruslan how come I can never say it?
What are the initials?
RB.
RB,
Ruslan Benin.
I like just the initials RB. Just go with RB. Okay.
My friends from the Ukraine make these amazing hats. I have so many of them. I almost need, you know what I need? This is what I need. I need to put like hat hangers on the wall so you could hang all your hats.
Something to hang your hat on?
Exactly.
I thought I was the person you hung your hat on.
Well, I do in a
Physical
sense.
way? In a sense.
In a sense, but I now have collected so many of these RB hats that they're taking over.
And it's black. And we seem to have gotten a memo today, though this is a little bit grayish.
Oh, let's talk about your outfit, and let's talk about the fact that Harry got new pants, you guys. Harry has 2 new pairs of jeans.
But the crux of the story is not the fact that I got new jeans. It's who makes them, and the fact that I've discovered through you, thank you so much, a whole new brand that seems to fit my body. Whereas I can't find jeans that fit me anywhere. I'll go to a department store and I'll look through like 10 or 15 different brands of jeans.
I know.
Can't find a frickin' thing.
Oh,
but this
I know.
one company called The True Classic, which you discovered.
I discovered it. Let me tell you the story really quick.
Okay, let's go.
I was at the deli at the Glen Center, walking by because I do that almost every day. And my friend, the food god, Jonathan Chiban, he was sitting at the deli outside. And I hadn't seen him in a while. Hi, how are you? Hug. I was like, oh my God, your t-shirt is so soft. What is that? And I love it. It's so good. He goes, oh, thank you. It's this brand called True Classics. And I was like, oh my God, I got to get these for Harry.
And you got them for me. I came home one day and there was a package of like 10 different T-shirts, white and black, that you had ordered. And I always go, oh no, really? She bought more stuff? I don't need any more stuff. I don't need any more T-shirts. I got so many black and white T-shirts, like they're coming out of my ears.
I know you were kind of bitchy about it when you first walked in.
Because I don't need more T-shirts, right? And I go, what are these? I open it up. I put the frickin' thing on, and you're right. It's like amazing, the quality of the cotton. I mean, I put it on, I go, this couldn't be 100% cotton. This feels like nylon. It's stretchy.
It's super soft.
It's super soft. Because this is not 100% cotton. But sure enough, unless they're lying through their teeth,
they can't
it says 100% cotton. And I went and got new glasses. I got new lenses for my frames, right? So I go to my optometrist. He has them, and he brings the glasses back to his house. And I go over.
See how excited he is about these T-shirts?
And Doug Levy is his name. He's my optometrist. And Doug, so I go to Doug's house, and we're just saying goodbye. And he puts his arms around. He goes, "Wait a minute. What kind of cotton is that? What kind of shirt is that?" Exactly the same thing happened with you. So not only now do I have these great T-shirts from this company, the True Classics, but you also ordered me some jeans.
Yes, because
I was sick perfectly.
I was sick of looking at the same pair that you wore every single day.
I got my black jeans on. Look at that, and they fit like a glove.
So I got you black jeans and regular jeans. So he has 2 new pairs of pants, you guys. And what else? Shoes. Let's tell him the story about the shoes.
Well, the shoes thing, because I went up into the high Sierras a couple weeks ago, and it was great. It was fantastic. Did a great hike up to 10,000 feet on the first day. And then when I arrived at the trailhead, the ranger, because you have to get a permit, to go into the wilderness, because this is wilderness. You're going out in the middle of nowhere. And I had never been to this place before. I couldn't go to the place I wanted to go because the road was closed, getting to Mineral King, which I like to go to Mineral King. It's on the west side of the Sierras because it's really easy to get into the way, way out back from there, because you start at 8,000 feet and you can get within 4 or 5 hours, you can actually be in the wilderness. It's a really hard climb, but you can get there. Anyway, so I couldn't go to that place. So I said, if I was going to spend 4 days on my own, where would I want to go? And of course, I went to ChatGPT.
Tahiti. You'd want to go to Tahiti.
Well, I'd want more than 4 days in Tahiti.
Yeah, that's true.
You're going to go all that way. You're going to go to those beautiful, beautiful islands. You want to spend at least 10. I go to the trailhead, and the ranger I'm picking up my permit. Says, I said to her, is there anything you're talking to people about this trail? I mean, is there anything that sticks out that I should know about? She goes, oh, well, only the weather. I go, what? The weather? I mean, I checked the weather before I went. I looked at the 15-day weather forecast for this area, which is Ray Lakes, by the way, up in the high Sierras. It's a great loop trail. It takes 4 or 5 days. Anyway, so she said the weather. I go, what, the weather? What's supposed to be perfect? She said, well, we got a little storm coming in that we didn't expect. So I go, this is not good. I mean, a storm when you're at 10,000 feet in the high Sierras is not going to be fun, right?
No.
So anyway, I put my rain gear in my pack, which added a few extra pounds, and I said, I'll go up. So I hiked up, I got up to 10,000 feet. There are other people on the trail, and they all said, it looks like maybe there's going to be some rain tomorrow.
Yuck.
And so I just decided after I got up there, because my hip was hurting a little bit. So I got this little hitch in my get-along in my left hip. I don't know what it is. I went to the chiropractor. He said probably it's tendonitis. He didn't think it was like a bone-on-bone thing. So this gets to the shoe question. That you were just about to ask me about why I'm wearing the shoes that I'm wearing. Okay, because it turns out that the shoes that I've been wearing since I bought them in June, the ones that we went out and bought together, and you said, thank God you finally got a new pair of shoes, were destroying my gait. And my left hip developed tendonitis over a 3 or 4 month period.
Because they were not supportive. They were like winky, wanky, wonky. They didn't support your foot enough. And I noticed this because we went to Vancouver last week to try and find you a place to live while you're filming there. That's a whole nother story. But we were walking around and you were like, I don't think I can walk very much.
Yeah.
And I looked down and your shoes looked like you were just like all swimming in them. Like they didn't look like they had any side support. And I went, ding, ding, ding. Why don't we get you some new shoes? Because I don't think those are supporting you. And I bet they're fucking your hip up.
And you were absolutely right. I mean, we went into Foot Locker, got a pair of Hoka?
Hoka. Yeah, Hokas. I love Hokas. I hike in Hokas.
And they're really supportive, and they've got that really tight walls on them on the sides so your foot doesn't pronate. And ever since I've had these shoes on, I'm feeling 100%. Yeah.
You're welcome.
I know.
See, shopping does save. Shopping saves. Shopping has saved you from
didn't
neck
really connect
to toe.
Those things.
Shopping saved you.
So the very event of shopping saved me. Not the clothes that I bought, but the actual, the process of shopping.
Yes, both saved you. Saved your whole body from your neck down, because I haven't done anything from your neck up for you, but from your neck down, I think I've saved you because I shopped.
So I did. I get up to 10,000 feet on this hike, and I camped out, and there were other people around, and I thought, and it was really, I got there fast.
Usually there's nobody around.
Yeah, usually I don't see
let them
another
know
soul.
about that, because they're like,
normally when I go to the normal place I like to go, I get into the wilderness and I don't see another human for three days. But this particular trail is popular because it's beautiful, and so I saw, 8 or 9 other people on the trail, and they were we all got to this place where you can camp, because there's very restricted camping because there are so many people. And I thought, well, I've still got a couple hours of light. I think I'll keep going, even though my hip was hurting. And I thought, if I keep going, maybe I'll be closer to the lakes by the time it starts to rain the next day. rain. Oh my God. So there's this stream I have to cross, and I've crossed a million streams, and I've fallen into a million streams trying to cross them. And you know, the definition of insanity is if you do the same thing over and over again and you get the same negative result, but you keep doing it. That's the definition. Well, yeah. I'm insane because
you did it.
I thought, I don't want to take my boots off. I'm going to find some rocks, and I'm going to be able to cross this stream by hopping across some rocks and not have to take my boots off or my pack off, which is kind of a pain in the ass, especially after you've been hiking all day. And then I see this guy coming down the other way from the mountain, and he's got his pack on, and clearly he's been hiking for a long time, and he just skips across these rocks, across this stream. Takes him 2 seconds. And I said, well, if that guy can do it, I can do it, right? So I get up, I walk out. The very first rock I stepped on went right over, and I went right into this river.
Bummer.
I mean, completely soaked. My pack was soaked,
Bummer.
all of my clothes soaked, my boots soaked, everything. So I said, there's a sign from above that I'm not supposed to continue on this hike. And thank God I fell into that stream, because if I had continued on the hike as these other people did, I'm sure they've got some stories to tell.
Because it poured.
It was not only pouring, I'm sure it was sleeting. I'm sure it was, the wind was unbelievable. It must have been a nightmare for the next 3 days.
Well, it sounds like a freaking nightmare to me.
Well,
truly
for you. But
I mean,
for to be a nightmare
horrible.
for me, and I love to be out there, it's got to be pretty bad. And when I hiked back the next morning, and as I was driving out, it was raining cats and dogs on the ground. This is at sea level. Imagine what it was like at 10,000 feet.
I don't want to.
Yeah. Anyway, but I made it alive.
You did.
I got back just in time to find the brand new marketing for the vodka sauce.
I
How do you like it? Born to be hot, okay?
I like
Born
it.
to be hot, because it's got a little spice in it, okay? I went to this party last night, and I took some sauce with me, and they tried it, and they went crazy for the sauce. So
it's good.
This sauce, this one sauce, the vodka sauce, I think is going to sell the whole company, because this sauce is absolutely amazing, and everybody went crazy for it last night, and that's what's happening. You know,
great, and it's going to be in Gelson's when? Soon, now.
In a month, at the end of October, this will be in Gelson's. Yes.
Exciting.
Yeah.
So exciting. I can't wait, since it's my favorite store that I shop at all the time, to get to go walk down the aisle and see your sauce.
Hopefully, you know, if we can get people to go out and buy it, you know, Gelson's will reorder it, and we'll have a whole
Yeah, we
thing.
want to get it sold out.
Yeah.
That's the key. So everybody needs to go to Gelson's. We'll tell you when, and just go buy a jar or two.
Some sauce, because and you'll love it. By the way, I'm not selling snake oil here. This stuff is amazing. It's amazing.
It's delish. Yeah. We love it. I have it a couple times a week.
I know.
At least.
I always keep some in the fridge for you, so you've got it, because you put it on everything.
I love it.
This one sauce is going to sell the whole company. And we're going to change the food system in America.
We're
going to take all that gnarly food that's got all those horrible chemicals that you can't pronounce in them, and we're going to take those off the shelves. And there are a bunch of websites. I just found this out last night when I went to this party. There's a bunch of apps that you can get on your phone. All you got to do is scan in the ingredients on the side, and it'll give you a number between 1 and 100, whether or not it's clean food or not.
Oh.
And at this party last night, I took a jar with me, and this lovely girl took the jar, and she came up to me a few minutes later, and she said, I went on all the apps, and it's 100% on all of the apps.
Great.
So that means this is clean food.
Great. So rare.
Yeah.
Great.
100%.
I didn't know there were those apps.
Neither did I. I mean, we have a UCO score of like 91 or 92.
What's a UCO score?
Well, it's another app that you put in the ingredients of what it is that you're trying to sell, and it'll give you a score about, you know, how healthy it is.
Great.
So, and we've got really high scores on all those apps, so I'm very happy about that.
That's great. That is certainly something my mom could have used back in the days of feeding me.
Well, if you took Jell-O, because you had Jell-O every night, I wonder what would happen if you put the ingredients for Jell-O up on one of those apps.
I'm such a product of the 60s and 70s. I had every single kind of junk food and processed food. I'm kind of surprised that I'm still here, to be honest with you.
But not only are you still here, but you're unbelievably beautiful, and you're so fit, and you're not insane most of the time. And
that's debatable, but it's true. The food, and God love my mom. I mean, that's what they did. TV dinners, Like,
Salisbury steak, right?
well, that was not my favorite.
No, but that's what
but
they
it was
always
there.
There was always Salisbury steak. And
And-
what was that? That was like a piece of meat where they took
I don't
something and
know.
they made little squares in it or
I
something.
don't know, but I lived, like, they'd go out on Friday night. I would be so excited because I would get a TV dinner. I had Hostess Twinkies, cupcakes, ding dongs, Suzy Q's, and the ones with the coconut on them. I forget what
That's
those
not
were.
a ding dong?
Snowballs. The snowballs.
Oh, the snowball. Oh, yeah.
So that I had as my
Yum, yum.
dessert. I mean, I don't think I had salad with lettuce until I was 18. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not. You think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding.
So the salad was just Jell-O?
Jello with different fruit and different colors every week. So you would get, every day. So you get red, maybe with bananas, and then maybe you get orange with mandarin oranges. That another little.
And these are all like dyes that
They're
are now
all in the
illegal.
can.
I'm sure the dyes that they used in
Yeah.
those days, are all carcinogenic dyes
Yeah.
that are now completely illegal. Like,
Yeah.
went the way of all those pesticides.
Well, I think it's still there, but
Oh.
I think they still have Jello. They do.
But is the dye the same?
I don't know. But I had the bad dye. So my mom was so cute. So her balanced meal would be you'd get a vegetable, but only frozen. No such thing. I don't think I ever had a fresh vegetable.
How about
growing
from a
up.
can? Like canned
No,
beans?
we didn't do cans. We were not a canned vegetable family. We were a frozen vegetable family.
Okay.
So imagine that's all I knew growing up. All I knew was you get your vegetables out of the freezer. You get your salad out of a box because it's Jell-O, and you get a different color every night with different fruit inside. And then another salad would be just a little cup of mandarin oranges. So I don't know if that's a salad or that's just like your healthy moment of your meal was your little thing of mandarin oranges. And
Which
then,
is mainly sugar. As I recall, those little mandarin orange things, they were really sweet, right? And it's like,
yeah. So imagine growing up that way and not knowing that fresh food exists. Like,
but wait a minute, this persists, by the way. You go to the market today, and most of the people you'll see with the big shopping carts that are full
they
of
do
stuff,
not have fresh food.
they have frozen food, like tons of it in there,
I know.
And I go, that's what we're doing with the open food companies. We're hoping to gradually shift people's palates so that people only want fresh food that doesn't have all the chemical junk in it.
Well, and how do you keep your costs down? Because I do see how fresh food costs more for people. So how are you going to do that? Because it has to be affordable for people, and that's the tricky part.
If we could get a hold of the food waste in this country, we could bring the prices way down. So much food is wasted in this country, and I forget the exact percentage numbers, but it's unbelievable how much food just goes into the landfill. At the end of the day. But it's all the waste that is creating the high prices too. I think that the open food company, we're going to do our part to make those changes. Whatever we can do, we will do. For example, we don't have any chemicals at all in any of the food that we put out. It's all stuff that you can buy at the store yourself. And we also give you the recipe so you can actually go to the store, you can buy the ingredients that are the stuff that's in this bottle and make it on your stovetop yourself if you want. It might take you a couple hours, or this takes
Why
a few
wouldn't
minutes.
you just buy it out
That's
of the
what we're
jar?
saying. Last night I went to this little soiree, and I told this, I was talking to this one woman about our company, and I told her that we give the recipes out, and she goes, "What? You can't do that. Somebody will copy them." And I said, "That's the whole point. We want people to try to copy these recipes, but they'll never get it right. We want the food to be fresh without any chemicals and no words on that ingredient label that you can't pronounce." So that's the whole point.
Well, that's my whole childhood. Everything you can't pronounce is in my body 10 times a million. Yeah. So the fact that I'm still sitting here is
it's kind of a testament to the
miracle.
fact that your constitution is so strong that you've been able to poison yourself for the number of years that you've been alive, and you're still alive. So
exactly.
That's quite amazing.
And that's all they knew back then. I mean, a big night for my mom was a tuna casserole with crunched up potato chips on top.
And
like
she'd
that.
Spent all day cooking that, you mean?
Not all day, but an hour or two. I don't. How long does it take you to cook a tuna casserole?
What, you take cans of tuna and throw them in there, right? With a little mayonnaise and some onions, and then you put it in the oven, right? I mean.
Oh my God! And my dad would go out of town. She would torture me at times. And when my dad would go out of town, she would cook liver and make me eat liver because she liked liver. And so my dad was like, fuck that. I don't want liver. No liver for me. So she would cook liver when he'd go out of town and make me eat it and make me sit there. I remember one time she was like, you cannot get up until you finish it. And I was like, well, fuck that. I am not finishing it. And watch me just sit here. And I just sat there for hours. I was like, there is no way this is going near my body. You've already poisoned me enough. Sorry.
Do you remember whether it was beef liver or calf's liver?
Oh.
I
would not even want to know that question.
No,
it was liver.
And she goes a lot of iron in
Yeah.
liver, I guess.
It's so good for you. Get your
Yeah.
iron that way. I was like, why
what they
does it
say.
matter? I'm already poisoned by all these chemicals. Why is a little iron going to help me?
You're absolutely right. I'm sure the iron did absolutely nothing. And the liver was disgusting. And you probably ralphed after you ate it, too.
Well, I didn't eat it. But also, here's another one. Like Welsh rarebit on toast? What the fuck was that? It was like vomit on a piece of toast. Come on. Corned beef and what?
The corned beef. And we had a terrible name for that. I mean, it's so... I went
Shit
to
on
boarding
a shingle.
It was
right?
shit on a shingle. That's right.
I think it was from the war time. So it was like corned beef that was dried, and then they'd mix it with some creamy sauce and put it on a piece of toast. I mean, come on.
Shit on a shingle.
Like, come on. That is not food. Maybe during war times when things are not available, but when things are, like, that's how I grew up.
But this is why I grew up. But I was born not long after the Second World War, and my parents were still cooking the stuff that you could cook because the whole country was on rationing during the war. So we had cow's tail, they called it oxtail, every Sunday. We had brains au bournois.
Oh, come on.
And I've
At least I
talked
didn't have to
about
have
this
that.
before. We used to have, on Christmas morning, we had to eat brains. And every Sunday, my mother made tongue.
That would have done it for me. I would have left home. I would have said, you know what? Bye. I'm done now.
But you don't know any difference. You think everybody else is having tongue on Sunday
doubt
too,
that.
right?
I doubt that.
And you develop a taste for it. I mean, I honestly developed a taste for pickled tongue and also brains au bournois.
That's so gross.
Which is brains with burned butter.
I'm sorry, but there's no
Yum,
reason.
yum. Little capers on the top. Nice little burned
Don't
butter
think about it.
sauce
Don't try it.
before you open the presents on Christmas morning.
Don't even think about bringing that around. Your whole family will walk away from you and never come back. The girls will be like, bye. Goodbye.
Okay, so that tradition is that's gone. That's done. Finished. That tradition went out the window when I was
That died
15. With my father.
Relatives.
Yeah.
Those relatives.
So
I'm sorry.
But no, the food that we eat now is, I mean, if we can get people in this country to eat good food,
well, it would
fresh
help.
food. I mean, they say that the only food you really ought to be eating from the supermarket is the stuff you find on the edges, like all the way around. Like, don't go in the middle of the supermarket, because in the middle of the supermarket, it's all wheat products and salt and sugar and carbs, all those middle lanes. And
so the outside, that's where the produce is, and
the
then
dairy,
the wine is on the other side.
Well, that's true. The wine's always
at my market.
Wine's always on the outside.
The Gelson's has the wine next to the booze next to the vegetables. They do.
They do.
And then on the other side, what is there? Oh, cheese and
always
meats on the other side.
But if you stay on the outside, they say that's the best place to get your food.
Well, my mom shopped in the middle.
Okay. Yum, yum.
Anyway, I survived it.
Yeah, and you're cute, so that's
well,
good.
I guess.
So are we going to do some kind of question thing
oh,
today?
Yeah.
right.
Let's play a game.
We're playing that game.
Daniel.
Yes.
Hello, Daniel. Eve is gone. She's not here anymore. But Daniel has
Daniel's
come in
our new
to be
producer.
Our amazing
Welcome
producer.
to Daniel.
Yay, Daniel.
And we're in this intermediate space, I might add, because they had a flood over at the Dear Media space. So,
That's true.
because people are like, why are you blue? Why are you black? Why are you orange? What are you doing? Where are you? Well, that's where we're here at a intermediate.
Do we look blue, black, and orange?
Yeah, the background has changed a few times. We're trying to find the right vibe.
What is it today?
It's orange. It's
orange
like
now?
Halloween-y today.
Oh, it's fall.
It's fall.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So let's play a game.
All right.
We're going to do 2 truths and a lie. So I'll give you just a few moments to think about this.
We played this on Housewives.
Yes.
And I was very bad at it. We went to
how do you
Tahoe.
play this game?
You have to say, okay, here are 2 truths and a
one
lie.
lie.
And you have to, it's kind of hard between us to do it because we know each other pretty well. But you have to do 2 truths and 1 lie, and then figure out which one's the lie.
I'll go first.
You go first.
Last night, I had a tough night sleeping last night. I was a straight A student in the 9th grade and the 10th grade. And I have some athlete's foot today.
You were not an A student in the 9th and 10th grade.
What do you say? I'm stupid?
No.
What?
But I'm going
You
to say
say I was an idiot?
I'm going to say that that's your lie.
You think I'm lying about being a good student?
I'm just saying that I believe it's 2 truths and a lie, right?
Well,
so that's where I think you're lying.
Did you see me put any athlete's foot cream on this morning when I took a shower?
I'm going to go with you're not an A student in the 9th and the 10th grade.
What evidence do you have that I was an idiot in the 9th and 10th grade?
Because you have athlete's foot and you didn't sleep well last night.
I'm so busted.
So hello, I'm not stupid.
I found my report card from the 9th and the 10th grade last year. It's like,
was it bad?
It's like C minus, C minus,
All right,
D,
there you go.
D, F, and C minus.
It was not hard. You didn't make it hard enough.
But somehow I went to
so
Yale.
easy.
I don't know how that happened.
Okay, not that you're smartest person I know, but I know the other 2 things are true. So we're doing 2 truths and a lie.
Okay, so anyway, you gotta.
All right, 2 truths and a lie. I have 2 very bad ingrown toenails on my toes.
Not 1, but 2. Just gonna get that
2
straight. Okay.
ingrown toenails on my big toes. This is always so hard for me to come up with. I don't know why. I can't do it. I hate this fucking game. I can't do it. I can't
You can't
fucking
come with
do
another
it.
true thing.
See, I tell the truth so much. It's
That's what it is.
It's just so hard
That's-
for
you
me to
never
lie,
told a lie. I know,
because let's talk about the secrets. We put up a thing on Instagram that we asked people what secrets do you have, and we will keep it anonymous. Like, what goes on that you keep secret?
So this anonymity that comes along with these questions is the same anonymity that's destroying Western civilization right now on social media.
Oh, you just got so heavy on us.
Well,
like,
but
boom.
it's true. I mean, is it?
What does
not-
that mean?
Well, I mean, social
How's
media.
it destroying civilization?
Because people can go on social media now without revealing who they are.
Well,
and
that's
say the
true.
worst, most horrible fucking things in the history of the world, and it's just messing the whole civilization up.
Well, that's
it's
true.
messing us up. You
Well,
know?
that's true.
Okay.
All right. Here's a question that I saw asked Matthew McConaughey. If you had to give up social media, would you? And he was like, yes. Like, if all of a sudden you had no social media, would you want it or not want it? And I would say not want it.
I'm the only person on the planet who doesn't do it.
I know.
I do not do social media.
I know.
And I think I'm going to end up being the winner of this game. Because,
Well, except for your brain is going to explode because you watch the news 24/7. So you kind of have a balance going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not on social media, but you watch.
Much more healthy to watch the news because the news is what's
I
really
don't know.
happening.
I'm not sure.
Social media is all fake.
How about this? I heard this today. If you look at social media and there's something traumatic on social media happening, your body takes that in.
Of course it does. I mean, why is, I mean, the
Same
whole,
with the news, though. Same with the news.
Well, the algorithm is different. The algorithm takes you down the rabbit hole of dopamine on, social media, like on TikTok and all that stuff. The
Did
news
you say
doesn't
Tic
do
Tac?
that.
You said Tic Tac. You did.
Oh,
You said
I'm
Tic
busted.
Tac.
I said Tic Tac
It's
and not
cute,
TikTok.
actually. No, you said
Tic
Tic Tac,
Tic Tac
which
talk.
is cute.
Tick-a-tock. Talk.
But anyway, what's the difference? What's the difference? I'm not sure it's any different. Like,
it's totally
social
different.
media
it's
news.
100% different.
No, I don't agree.
Because social media on TikTok, you're looking at just junk that the algorithm is throwing at you, and you get lost in it. And
You're looking at negative stuff on the news 24/7. What's positive about it? 0, 0, 0.
Okay, well, we just have to agree to disagree on that because the news is, at least the news that I watch is checked and rechecked to make sure that it's true and not fake news. So, if you're watching social media, nobody checks social media. Nobody checks to see if what they're saying is correct or not on TikTok.
No, it's true.
So, no, I go with news sources where they fact check. So,
How long are we going to have that, though?
Anyway, so we completely got off the track because there was this game that we were playing. About
I know, but
secret.
that's what we do. That's the beauty of us, is we just go off fucking track.
And you're so cute when you do it too.
I know.
So I can't stop it.
I'm a poisoned little girl who turned out okay.
Yeah, well,
I'm rotten on the inside, but cute on the outside.
You got a Slim Jim the other day at the market. You went to Gelston's and got a Slim Jim the other day. I saw that.
Well, actually, there's some other ones that I got that are Slim Jim like.
Oh, they're Slim Jim-esque?
They're supposed to be the whole food equivalent to Slim Jims in a sense. They're a little different marketing plan,
but the same poison.
but the same shit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well.
And I happily put it in my body because it's ingrained in me. I mean, listen, I'm healthy now, but who doesn't love a good piece of cake, pizza? Like, I go for that junk food because I'm used to it.
Yeah, your body's used to it and it's acclimated to it at this point. So yeah, you can handle it. I could not. If I ate a Slim Jim, I'm sure I would go down. I'd go over.
You'd be fine. You'd actually feel great. Actually, they're really tasty.
Yeah, but
Maybe I'll take my Slim Jim and dip it in your sauce.
well, I bet the sauce would make it
bet it would
taste good.
taste really good.
Everything tastes good with this sauce.
I know,
on it.
just
You can't-
gonna
this
dip it.
will fix anything.
I know. So there you go. Maybe not a Twinkie, but my Slim Jim for
I'm
sure.
trying to imagine. I did have a Twinkie. I'm sure I've had a Twinkie in my life. I know what they look like, and I can kind of
Taste it.
imagine
You can never forget a taste
take
of
a
a
bite of a
Twinkie.
Twinkie, and you get that creamy stuff comes in at the same time.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not even
And
sure
so I'm
there's
trying
any
to
cream in it
imagine what
whatsoever.
that would be like with a big dollop of vodka sauce on it.
No.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
I just put that in my mouth, in my mind, and it was terrible.
Yeah, it's not
No,
good.
do not put my sauce on a Twinkie. It's not going to work, okay?
Let's
right.
get into some secrets. All of these are anonymous, so secrecy behind it.
There's secrecy behind the secrecy.
This one's for you, Harry. I would subscribe to Harry Hamlin's OnlyFans.
There you go. Is that a secret?
It's a secret?
That's
That's
their...
somebody's secret.
Okay.
Okay, so they're telling a secret.
Well, okay, so but what, if I go on OnlyFans, what am I showing? I could show my fingernails, which I got redone yesterday. Like my gross fingernails for playing guitar, or I could show my left nipple because we talked about that. All
There's
right.
2 posts right there.
2 posts. I got on my right foot, my big toenail has fungus in it. Do you think we could get some traction on that? There might be somebody out there who might pay a lot of money to
I
see
have
my
a feeling.
fungus.
I have a feeling we are not in the right business. I keep saying that we're selling sauce, working my fucking ass off, like pounding away. One OnlyFan moment between both of us, separate, we could pay off everything. I have a feeling.
But that's only if we rolled around, right?
No, I don't think so.
So I could show my fungal toenail and make that much money?
Well, I think
Hey, anybody out there into fungus?
it's opening up a.
if
People are into everything, so I think that is just a cornucopia of things. We could just
there
sell
might be somebody
everything.
out there who's like, oh my God, fungus on a big toenail. Oh my God, please.
Like
put it
that
on
Black
OnlyFans.
Mirror episode. That Black Mirror episode where that the husband is like selling everything on that crazy site to save his wife. Remember his wife?
Okay, so we have to open up a site like that. I could sell clippings from my fungal toenail.
Oh God. Okay. All right. I'm starting to get nauseous.
Okay.
Let's do another secret. Lisa, Harry, once I had a rash and I pretended to my manager it was hand, foot, and mouth just to get off work.
Good for you. That was easy. That's an easy one.
He pretended it was hand, foot, and mouth.
The kids had
Does
foot
that
and
give
mouth.
you a
Remember
rash?
that?
Hand, foot, and mouth?
Yeah, on their face. Remember they had that red? It was like Santa Claus. They had these bright red cheeks.
But hand, foot, mouth sounds like a
It's
horrible
awful.
thing.
It's some
so
kind
you,
of a
you imagine so your hand and your feet are in your mouth at the same time. You have to be pretty limber to get your foot in your mouth.
It's such a horrible name for something, but
Could you do that? Do you think you could get your foot in your mouth?
I could easily.
You're so limber, right?
Of course I could.
I couldn't get it any.
I'm
I
not
couldn't
gonna
get
do
it
it
closer
right
than
now.
that, but you could probably get your foot in
I
your
can
mouth.
get mine behind my,
You
head.
could get hand, foot, and mouth disease. because
Don't
it's
you
easy
remember
to
when
get your
Amelia
hand
had
in
it?
your mouth, but you get your foot in your mouth at the same time.
Don't you remember Amelia had it all over her cheeks? Everyone
Was
had it
in New York,
in
right?
Canada, or we were in New York. No, we were in New York and
we
Canada.
were doing Chicago when they had it, right?
The kids were like 5 and 8, and it runs through, like lice. Remember when they used to have lice? They'd get lice, and we'd have to take them to the hair fairies and get their hair combed out for $1,000. That's another good business.
Now that Amelia's a supermodel, imagine if we'd saved those dead lice and what we'd be able to sell them for.
I'll never forget the first time they have lice, and you have to like bag up all the bedding and pillows. And remember, it was
horrible.
a fucking nightmare.
And then we found out there's actually these places all around town where you can go and they'll de-lice your children.
Hair fairies.
The hair
For
fairies, right?
$1,000. And then remember the time I got it. I got lice.
You got lice?
Yes, and I had to go to the hair
disgusting.
fairies and have them comb. They comb out, like they have these little tiny combs, and they put this stuff in your hair and they comb out your hair. It was $1,000.
Now, this was after we had you caught the lice from the kids. You didn't catch it from like hanging out.
No,
with,
I caught it from the kids because they had it.
You never know. I mean,
I caught it from the kids, but
you never had crabs or anything like that.
No, I've never had crabs. Have you?
Yeah, I think maybe.
I think maybe you have.
I think I might have had crabs.
I've never had crabs.
When I was at Berkeley. Yeah.
But I have had lice, so there you go. On that note.
Now, on that note, and where were we last night? We were watching something on TV where when I was back in college, my roommate had this, because in college people get lice all the time, right? And
They do?
Yeah.
Because everyone's all together.
Everyone's all, in college, it's a lot of lice in college.
So
And
gross.
a lot of crabs in college, right?
Yeah.
And my roommate would say, oh, the way to get rid of crabs, right? You shave half of your pubes, right?
Oh, they said this on a
and
show.
then we saw it on TV last night. He said, you shave half of your pubes, and then you take some lighter fluid, and you put it on the other half where all the hair is, light that on fire, and when the crabs come running out, you stab them with a penknife.
Was that your roommate that was a heroin addict?
That's right. Yeah, that's the best way to get rid of crabs, everybody, just in
Yeah, it
case you were
sounds
wondering.
like really a good way.
I feel like that's a good place to end.
I think that's a good place to end is right.
Okay,
My
so
God.
hey, everybody, thanks once again for some reason you checked in to see.
My
Let's
God.
not talk about the
We don't
husband.
do this for 2 weeks and look what happens. We just like go off the rails.